about my foot, what happened to my foot. I'm going to tell a different one tonight. I had a fight with some guy, and you should see him. There's nothing wrong with him at all. And I got a broken foot. No, I actually fell in a hole. I was on my way to a videotape, and it was just said to videotape a TV show which will be shown on Channel 20 on Cablevision sometime in May. And it snowed that morning. When I came out of the car, there was a hole there, and I didn't see it because it had water and snow on top, and I fell right into it. So I thought I was okay until about 3 days later, and then I realized when I went to the doctor, I had 2 fractures in the right foot. But I'm going in the morning, so maybe I'll take this thing off. I have to have it on 24 hours a day. It's a real pain in the neck. So man, it's a good thing I have a therapist at home. That makes life a lot easier. You know, I tell you, this lodge is a lodge that I look to an awful lot in order to accomplish what I need to accomplish as the president of New York State. Not only do I have the financial secretary, Luigi is doing a great job. I also have the principal trustee, and she's doing a wonderful job. But I also have somebody that's Gina Ferrara, but I have also somebody else he's not on the executive board, but he's doing a wonderful job with the newspaper, Mark Ventimiglia. You know, when I was becoming president, I had a problem, and Nancy and I must have had 20 conversations. Where am I going to find anybody that can? And finally, the idea came into what about Mark? And I told him it was going to be a few hours a week. It's a little bit more than that. I lied. Well, once I got him, I think he's doing a wonderful job. And I don't know if you read the current newspaper article that I wrote. I didn't read it myself. I just got it yesterday. But the one I want you to refer you to is the one that I wrote the prior article, and that was about what does the Grand Lodge do for me. And I took a lot of time and a lot of effort, and I did that for a reason. You know, the Grand Lodge and the Supreme Lodge do a lot for this order. Without that, we would just be an Italian-American club. And an Italian-American club wouldn't be able to accomplish 1/10 of what we do. We have a lot of things going, and I don't want to take away from us, a national president's thunder. Nancy Fiore Quinn is doing a wonderful job as the president of the national. By the way, the 2 of us were both in wheelchairs when we were there. I don't know about some of the pictures. I don't think we're going to be putting them in the newspapers.
Who won the race? Actually, I did.
She did. She had this wonderful, I had this little tight thing I could barely squeeze into. She had this big, nice, wide one, you know, like a double wide.
I had a double one.
So it was really, really great. But, you know, I'm gratified tonight to see this large crowd. You know, I believe that there's a great hope for this organization. The Italian Americans in this country have to come together to accomplish what we want to accomplish. We're no better than anybody else. Now, I would never stand here and tell you Italian Americans are better than any other nationalities. But I will tell you that we deserve our just due. We work very, very hard in America to become what we become. You know, over the last 25 or 30 years, we surpassed the national income of the average American. Italian Americans in 1990 were making $65,000 in each home, and the average American alone, besides Italian, would make $50,000. Our educational level is going much higher than it was. And in Italy itself, right now, 10% of the scientific papers that were written about space science. And remember, Italy is a country of 16 million people, and 10% of the scientific papers about space science last year came out of Italy. Now that's an amazing, amazing fact. In addition to that, Italy has the most World Heritage sites than any country in the world, regardless of size. It is the 8th industrial power in the world. I know some of you have heard me say that before. So when we get together in a room like this, and we share our common patrimony, what we're sharing is what our ancestors gave to us. You know, I tell the story, and I'm going to keep telling it. It might be kid boring, but I tell the story about my mother, my grandmother. My grandmother woke up September 21st, 1955, with a son, a daughter-in-law, and 6 grandchildren. And she went to bed that night alone. We all left. Could you imagine losing your entire family and having to go to sleep by yourself after you lived with eight other people and helped raise the grandchildren? I was 9 years old. And half the grandchildren she never saw again. So whenever you see something that, you know, puts the times down, remember, that is the price that we paid to become Americans. And it was a very high price. It was a price that was worth it. And I tell them, I'm an American, I'm not an Italian. I am an American that has genes that are Italian. But those genes are very important to me. I will never forget it. I can never forget where I come from. But everybody in this room has had the same experience. I had it personally myself, but if it wasn't you, it was your grandparents or great-grandparents. The day came that they left. My uncle came to America at the age of 17, never saw his parents again. His family lives right in Minneapolis. Never saw his parents again. That's the kind of price we paid. So when Nancy DeFiore Quinn travels around in the United States and she gives up her time and her energy, there's a reason why she does it. She's been doing it for 42 years, since 1968. She's been doing it for that reason. And Nancy, thank you very much. Thank you for stepping up and saying, I will do it the way the installation. So, grazie a tutti, auguri a tutti, e buenos Aires, signore e signori.